Yo, what up, what up? I'm sending out the email right now. So, bear with me. Uno momento. How you vibing? Say something in the chat, though, so we can know you live with us. Say something in the chat live. Yo, what's going on? What's good? Plato, what's popping with you, bro? How you vibing? How the new sounds working out for you? I'm about to send the email out too. So I just did right now. If you live with me, say something in the chat. Put some music on. Play some of my boy Graydon Square. Hey, play some Graydon Square. Yeah. No. I'm trying to get Alexa to follow this command. She tripping. Play Graydon Square music. There we go. Shout outs to my guy Graydon. Oh, you going in on the Reason? That's how you feel? I ain't used Reason in a minute, bro. I do miss it though. Reason is banging. I gotta get Reason again. I've been so spoiled by Logic. I'll be in the lab, the studio tomorrow and Saturday. 12 hours total. 6 hours tomorrow, 6 hours Saturday. So I'm gonna see if I can do a live stream from there. The internet is pretty the internet connection there isn't too bueno, but I might be able to stream from my phone. I appreciate that, Plato. You know what? They're not sleeping on me. I've been the one sleeping, and I say that because I took myself away from the camera. I've been behind the scenes. You only hear about me through email or like social networking. You really don't see too many videos of me. But that was on purpose. I just kind of wanted to fall in the background. I've always been an introvert, but I'm coming back to their faces. So you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me in the lab, a lot more activity, hearing a lot more tracks, seeing a lot more projects being released. So yeah, and I'm here and I'm doing this live stream because I want to inspire you to keep banging out, man, and taking your sound, mind, and brand to the next level. That's what it's really all about. You feel me? It's really about taking your sound, brand, and your mind, keeping them three elements elevated. If you feel what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what I kind of took myself behind the scenes so I could get deeper into my purpose, what I'm really here for. And I feel that music is a vehicle for it. And my business, my brand is a vehicle for it. And also my mind is the communicator of it. So getting those three in alignment, you know. Thanks, Plato. I appreciate that, bro. Were you part of the drum knocks? I know you definitely got a lot of the kits, man, and you've been following me for a while now. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate the support. One of the things I want to talk about too, I'm not going to talk about right now. We'll get into it later, but I wanted to talk about this producer roundtable, um, a private network of music producers who come together and help each other keep that mind motivated and elevated, as well as the sound and the brand. The three elements. Keeping the three elements motivated. I mean, the three elements elevated. But yeah, so ask me any questions, man. Um, if you have any questions or anything, let's talk about it. But also tell me what you guys have been up to. Some of your concerns, man. Some of the things that have been bothering you. Some of the things that you've been struggling with. Some of the things that have been a pain in your derriere, in your ass. Let me know so I can help you. You know. Yeah, man. But shit. That's what it's about, man. It's all about elevating, man. So where Plato, where are you located, bro? And I think you got the Stargate too. You got that Stargate VST. For some reason, I feel like you do. Just waiting for everybody to get in here. Like I said, I just sent the email out too, so should be seeing some more heads. I know it's late night, but shit, true producers are up late. That's why I'm up right now, man. Oh, okay. What part of Cali, bro? Yeah, I was living out in Cali though. I lived out in North Hollywood for a little bit, for about almost 3 years, and then I came back home to Phoenix, AZ. You right next door though. Especially if you're in Southern Cali. If you're in Northern Cali, like toward the Bay, you're a little further out, but it's still our love. I grew up on Bay Area hip hop. Where's Manteca? Is that north or southern? Northern or southern? Um, Arrangement, bro. Arrangement is really about telling the story with your music. So arranging the track, arranging the music, and then keeping the artist in mind so that they could tell their story, giving them a place in the music. It's arranging the music according to song structure. Um, Depending on what kind of arrangement you're thinking of, because there's different forms of arrangement, different formats. You have television film music arrangement, which is different. It takes a whole different format and formula than song structure type arrangement. But in general, just song structure is basically, I mean, the arrangement of for song structure is making room for the artist, the chorus. If there's any build-ups, any turnarounds, any change-ups, anything like that. So it sometimes we try to be too technical with it, but it's not about being technical. It's about going with the flow of the music. What is the music saying? What kind of vibe does the music have? Should there Does it feel like an artist should rap a whole 16 on this verse? Should this first verse be 12 bars only, and then the next verse 16? It's really just filling it out because every just like every movie and every song, every beat has its own story. But yeah, that's what arrangement is really about. It's telling the story with the music. Did you ever get my course Break That Down, Plato? I have a course called Break That Down where I show you how I arrange my tracks from R&B type tracks all the way to like some West Coast G funk or just straight up hip hop type of tracks. But yeah, if you're in the chat, man, there's some people up in here with me. Say what's up. Don't just be a fly on the wall, man. Get involved so we can all chat. We can all help each other. Yep, I got that too and lost it on the old laptop. Damn, bro. That you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I want to do too. I want to build a program where you could access all of my courses, all of my material, and you have the ability to make suggestions about what kind of other content could go inside of it, like a big database, a resource for music producers, that like some of the things, tips and tricks that I use to take my sound to the next level, kind of like a ladder, like leaving a ladder for you to a blueprint, basically my beat making blueprint, a music producer blueprint actually. And it'll include that course, and it'll have the 7 elements of beat making inside of it. It'll have the updated versions of 7 elements that I'm working on. And it's going to be very low membership because it's going to be a membership program. Arcade, do you have a tip on selling beats? Yeah, there's a lot of tips I can give you on selling beats. What specifically? What problems are you having with selling beats? Because there's very many problems you could run into trying to sell beats, especially if you're doing it online. Um, because then that's a whole nother platform online and in the streets, or in person. Traffic. Okay, so you're having a traffic problem. Um, okay, so there's there's SEM and there's SEO. SEM is search engine marketing. SEO is search engine optimization. One is free, one is paid. So to answer your question, you're gonna have to pick which route you take, if not both. Some producers would rather get free traffic, so they use like YouTube and Google and blog site, and they get real good at how to tag and keywords, and then with that you can also make paid ads on sites like YouTube, Facebook, or Google, and get artists coming based on certain keywords too. It's just different routes to the same result. And the artist sitting there asking me how much for a beat site, and then I tell them how much for my beats, and then I tell them my price, then give them the link to my site, and they don't buy. Influencer marketing is what I'm focusing on to attract artists. Okay, so Fresh Productions, tell us more about that. So Arcade, how are you following up with these artists though? The key is in follow up. 99% of your customers are not going to buy the first time that they hear your beats. The time you send them that link, that's just a sampler. You're giving them a free sample, some ear candy, but you got to still sell them. It's up to you to sell. You can't expect your beats to sell themselves all the time. You have to follow up. How are you following up with the customer? Where did this artist hit you up? It's not even a customer yet. How are you following up with the prospect to change them into a customer? And So Fresh with the TV influencer market. Uh, so Fresh Productions TV. Influencer marketing, how are you using that? Are you saying that you're the influencer and you're giving artists some game, and then you're attracting them that way, and then later you're hitting them with the you know, here's some of my beats, here's my beat catalog? Or are you talking about you're going to people who have a big platform, a large following, and you're doing deals with them so that they put your brand in front of their following? Because there's different ways that you could be using influencer marketing. So I'm just curious. First option, okay, so you're becoming, what have you been using? What social platforms have you been using to do this? And how's it been going so far? Okay. Um, yes. So follow up. Follow up is basically there's different methods of follow up now. One is email marketing. That I've been using email marketing for almost a decade now, and it's been great. I'll tell you that email marketing is powerful because the you get right into the prospect's inbox. So for every artist that you talk to, you should be collecting an email from them in some kind of way, so that you could be able to follow up with them. Email is one of the greatest ways that you can follow up for selling beats online. So if you're not using email marketing, then you're losing money. You're leaving a lot of money on the table. And you don't want to do that. You want to take all the money off the table. So make sure you're following up. Are you talking to where are you talking to these artists? Are you talking to them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? How are you even having communication with them? And Plato, what kind of masterclass you waiting on, bro? Beat making, marketing, just an all in all, huh? Everything. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. I want to build a database, man, with just courses. I want to dump all my knowledge and material into a database, and I want to organize it the best way I can. But you have access to it 24/7. It's like putting my brain into the computer, putting my soul and my heart into a program that you have access to at any time to pull from and get a different perspective or something that you've been looking for. It's going to be in the form of audios, videos, from beat making, tutorials, arrangement, everything. Okay. YouTube and about to get on IG. It will be a slow process at first, but I'm in it for the long haul. Still will run paid ads to build my list fast. Use content to get them engaged. So Fresh, that's a great idea. And I believe I remember looking at your site, man, and your site is legit, super legit. So it looks like your brand is in place. Send me a link to your site right now too, so that I can make sure that I've seen the last updated one. But yeah, so selling beats online to Arcade. Do you have a beat site? That's like the number one. And also, YouTube is a great way to get free traffic. Oh, wow. This is a great question, but you're scaring me. Honestly, isn't them subscribing to your YouTube channel or Instagram the same? A follow up on Instagram is basically them seeing you posting a brand new beat, right? Because they will know what you're up to. Yes and no. Yes, I see what you're saying, but no. Overall, no. And I'm going to give you a few reasons why. Number one, you don't own that following, the platform owns that following. Instagram and Facebook, they can cancel your account anytime and leave you without any access to that following. That has happened to me before. And I want to copy this question because I want to address that. A lot of people need to hear that. And let me just bring up a notepad real quick because that is I'm glad you asked that. That is a great question. Um, that's one of the reasons because they can cancel your shit anytime and you're fucked. You can't do anything but be like, damn man, what am I gonna do? Build them all over again? Whereas with your email, you always have access to your email, even if the email software service provider decides to say, hey, you can't use the service no more. I can still download a CSV file of those contacts, and they'll still be mine forever. I can still email them, talk to them, communicate with them, make them offers, and give them deals, and give them value, give them gain. That's how we're communicating now. If you came from my email, it's because of email marketing. It's because me using my email as a way to communicate with you. That's what it's really all about is communication. How are you communicating with the artist? You know how many Instagram posts are going to be seen? When you get into their inbox and actually open your email, that's a whole different experience because now you're communicating with them directly. So that's one way. There's even instant messenger marketing now. There's ways to use Facebook Messenger to market. So, but yeah, I hope that answers your question. Though that's one of the ways, because they can't. One of the reasons is because you don't own them. That happened to me on Facebook. I was doing some shit on Facebook. I had got this little bot, and I found out how to do all this super tricky stuff. Hit a lot of people up at one time, all kind of shit. And then Facebook was like, looks like you're doing some spam shit, which it wasn't. I ain't spam nobody. I just found a great way to use a bot to do things that I needed it to do. Right. So at that point, they locked me out for 3 months. And I went from getting like 70 different like engagements. And this is not my main this isn't my professional page on Facebook. This is my personal page that I use as my professional page, right? Just because I wanted to have that more intimate, I can add friends and stuff. So and do the instant messenger. You can on a pro page, but whatever. At this time, I just felt like building that page. It was easier for me. So anyway, they kicked me out. I couldn't contact people. I was using Facebook. It was more effective than email marketing at the time for me, or just as effective because it was helping me build more relationships, give more value, and get more clients. So when that happened, though, 3 months, man, people forgot about me. By the time I got back, I didn't get that much engagement. I had to rebuild my engagement up. I still don't get the same engagement that I was getting back then. You know, on Facebook, they show you on memories. Like sometimes I'll see posts that got crazy shares because of the type of Facebook marketing I was doing back then. But that's one thing I figured out is like, oh, Facebook, Instagram, they can take my whole following away and I can't do nothing about it. My friends following gone. But with my email list, I can still communicate with them as long as they choose to be on a part of my journey and a part of my network. Artists need content, how to help their career than beats. Truth. Yeah, they need that more than fucking just a beat. A beat is a bonus. There are thousands of producers who make beats at this point, can't market like it's 2009 still. Truth. There's producers that still do be trying to market like it's 2009. Okay, yeah, I remember the So Fresh. I think I remember we talked on Facebook and I told you to put uh, your email sign up at the top. Let's check it out. Yep, I remember. I knew it when I seen it So Fresh. I appreciate you being a part of the journey, my brother. I highly dig your brand too, and I like that you got the newsletter sign up twice, so you have a double chance. Well, actually, what's this here? What's this here that you got connected on the Facebook? Is this your Facebook Pixel? Okay, yeah, and then you got the opt-in right here. So you got two opt-ins to your newsletter. That's dope. That's a double whammy. You hitting them with the double, yeah. Two chances to subscribe. That's a double blow. Yeah. Yeah. What I do is tell them what I like about their music. Then I ask them if they're looking for music for their next mixtape. That's good marketing strategy, but to me, it's still slow. It's still snail. You're moving like a snail because you have to hit up so many artists a day, which is good. I mean, because you're building relationships, but why not? Why not say, hey, come to my site. I'm gonna give you this for free. Just give me your email for whatever you're gonna give them. It could be beats, it could be course, it could be a free one-on-one consultation. Since you're already dealing with them one-on-one, it could be free. Oh, sign up and I'll blast your music to my whole network, and then that list becomes more powerful because say you get a list of 10,000 artists, then you could start charging other entities, companies, maybe even producers who are looking to sell beats to artists, a fee to get their beats in front of the artist network that you have. Or um, yeah, man, it just depends. It just depends on how you want to go about it, man. There's so many different ways that you can go about getting artists on your list. So, or getting following up with artists and selling beats. But to me, I would say start with the email list. Go get a CRM such as Aweber or Mailchimp. I'm giving y'all all this game for free, man. This is top level wisdom, man. Make sure you hit the like button and we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it G. I'm gonna keep going. I use bots like you for Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, that's good, but you got to be careful with the bots, bro, because you don't want to appear spammy. There's a smart way to do it, and then there's a spammy way to do it. So if you're using bots, make sure you're not using them wrong. Because I got one. Because people aren't stupid. We could tell when they're bots, unless you're doing it in a different way. You got to turn that bot into a human. It's like with making a beat, right? You don't want to just quantize every instrument. You want something stuff that have the human feel, or else people are going to tell that it's computerized. You don't want that. You want people to feel your music. So in order for people to really feel um, your marketing and feel your brand and feel that you're true and genuine, which is the only way you're going to build relationships and connect with people on a real level, is if you're turning those bots to make them work like humans to where no one can tell that it's a bot that you're using. Same way with email marketing. You have to be able to use those tools in such a way that it appears it's really you. Because there was a dude that hit me up on Instagram today with a bot. Yo, um, I'm trying to help music producers sell beats online, but I got the same message like 6 times, and he says, "I'm sorry if you get it too many times, block this account." Like, bro, why shouldn't I have to do? Why should I have to block 6 of your accounts because you don't know what you're doing? Where do you see the music game going in the next 2 to 3 years? I'm trying to stay relevant, like BattleCat, etc. Um, BattleCat is relevant still because he keeps his soul into the music. He don't conform um, to what people think that you should sound like today. He could do that, and he'll show you that he can. But he says, no, I'm gonna put my soul into it. I'm not gonna be swayed by the new wave. I'm actually going to persuade them into seeing that when you put your truth into the music, it's legendary and timeless. That's why BattleCat is timeless, because he puts a timeless essence into the music, which is his heart and soul. Some producers just put their head into the music, which can be very logical, very programmed, very fucking stiff. And you don't want to do that. Just producing trendy music and trying to make it sound like what's hot right now, quote unquote, you'll get lost in the wave. That wave is too big. Every producer's riding that same wave. You want to make another wave in that same ocean. Producers are focused on the wave. They're not focused on the ocean. But yeah, man, create your put your essence in the music. Put your timeless essence in the music, and your music will be timeless. It's that simple. That's what I try to do. Every time I sit down to do a beat, if I gotta feel it, and I put that feeling into the music. I don't just sit down and just no. It starts with feeling. It starts with, oh, okay, I like that vibe. Oh, this feels good to me. Then you go from there. You create good vibes. That's what producers were, creators of good vibes. That's what we do. We help artists tell stories. We help the world have a soundtrack. Yeah. You know how many artists will say, "Hey, man, you'll promote my music, bro." You know how many artists want you to hear they shit. You know how many artists are spamming right now. There's thousands, probably millions of artists right now as we speak spamming a link in somebody's DM, inbox, comments somewhere where they're not supposed to. Right now. I guarantee it. But so if you actually tell artists, hey, I'm gonna help you get your music further, I'm gonna not only give you feedback, but I'm gonna get you more exposure. Hell yeah. Remember, magazines, no one's buying magazine ads no more. Who you know that's buying them? Big companies probably, but I don't, artists would be fools to still be spending all their money on radio ads and billboard ads, and I'm talking about like actual physical billboards. No, put that online. We reached a new way of consuming music. So you have to get in what I want to say in alignment with that. I don't want you to conform. I'm not saying conform, but get to the new ways that consumers are consuming music. Where my producers at, man? I know y'all ain't sleep. Ask some more questions. Let's get it in, man. This is a Q&A session. We vibing. You don't. I mean, you could tell me some shit too. I might have questions for y'all, honestly. But this is a vibe session, man. This is something we doing to get the energy out and something to come together on, man. That's what I said. I got a network of producers, man. I need to just bring us all together more often. I got some footage too. I need to upload. It's on my phone. Bass players in the lab with the key player. They adding something to a nasty drum loop, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, there's a lot of different services that you can provide to artists just in rather than just the beat. And you can get paid more too if you're really giving them a lot of value, if you're really helping them, if you're helping them bring their dreams to life, then you deserve to be paid. And yeah, it's a service. I made two beat sales yesterday, and it was from an older client. That was the first time I ever had an artist be a return customer. That's dope, bro. So how did that happen though? You must have followed up with them. Did you send them a text message? Did you call them? What happened? Did they hit you up? How did that deal happen? I got some beats that I need to put down, or put up. I mean, bounce down and put up. So that's my thing. I'm not even gonna lie. Bouncing the beats down. Sometimes I'll just have them sitting in session mode, and they need to be in MP3 and WAV format at the very least, so that I could upload them to my beat store. And I'm changing beat stores too. I'm with SoundGen right now, but I'm about to go with either Airbit, maybe even BeatStars. I'm not sure. It's funny, you just asked me, dude. You just asked me that, and I just said that, and I look down and see that you asked me if I use BeatStars. I I don't use BeatStars. Well, I do. I have a BeatStars account, but I don't use them. Like I don't promote that player like that. So I might start though. I might start. Arcade, why are you moving from Airbit to BeatStars? Tell me that story. Why is that? It was actually my Instagram strategy. He follows me on Instagram and he remembered me from the last song we made. Then he just bought them. That's dope. Okay. So how many followers do you have on your Instagram? So I say it's even doper if you could get that dude's email and put it in a database. Put it somewhere. Like I say, get a MailChimp or a Weber account and put it in there so that way not only on Instagram will he see your shit, that he'll also see it in his email inbox. You want to be everywhere at all times. McDonald's, they still spend billions of dollars on commercials every year, and they're like still the number one fast food restaurant, and they're on every corner. So they don't even need to advertise if they don't want to ever again, and they're still gonna make money. But they still make sure that they're the ones spending the most money and being everywhere when it comes to advertising. So I tell you, what asks you, what makes you any different? If you're nowhere near them and they're spending billions of dollars, guess what, buddy? Guess what you need to do? You need to get your advertising up. That's what it is, and not advertising, marketing. Advertising and marketing are two different things. You can advertise all you want and fail especially if you don't know how to market. I used to think that was the same thing. Oh, I know marketing. No, I didn't. I knew what advertising was, but not marketing. Now I know what marketing is, clear as day. I understand. BeatStars has a free blog. I can use that to promote artists' music. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You ever thought about using WordPress? Yeah, that's real talk. It's really about the artist, man, and that's the truth. Not about me. It's about the artist. I like that. That's the truth. And with that mindset, you'll be giving more value. No time. In no time. Let me turn this up. I produced this track and I forgot all about it. Well, I didn't forget about it, but I haven't heard it in a minute. Oh, sorry, I got lost. I'm like, oh, ain't heard it in a minute. Pretty sure that happens to you. You hear a beat, you ain't heard it in a minute that you did. You're like, oh shit, what's this? My dude Graydon going on. I realize that. Okay. How many tracks should a producer upload on the beat store in a weekly time period? Shit. Honestly, I have different ideas about that because some producers will be like, one a day is too many, but I think if you can go ham like that, fuck it, do one a day. But if not, just do like three a week. Anywhere that's between the extremes. So 7 days a week is every day. 3 days a week is almost not even half the week, just under half the week. So I say 3 days. It's a good number. Keep the balance. I was with Bandzoogle and they have a free email autoresponder too. I hate Bandzoogle. If you got a 9 to 5 one, if you're not working through a 3 a week, yeah. I don't. I one a week. I get there's some producers that say that, which is cool. But I think that's the very minimum. I mean, of course it is. Either that or no beats, right? That's the only other option. That's why I think that one is on the lower. Very, very. I wouldn't even count that as a minimum. I'd say three if you really want to make a mark. How many followers do you have on your Instagram, Arcade? And send us your beat site link. Every producer in here right now, please send your beat site link in the chat so we can all check out the link. $6K followers, that's good. BMI or ASCAP, that's a personal preference. I advise you to do your research on which one. But my shit is through ASCAP. I felt more comfortable with ASCAP. Arcade McFly. I feel more comfortable with ASCAP for my own personal reasons. If you guys need an email marketer, I may be providing a service soon for producers doing their email marketing. Okay. Okay. So you're using the Airbit Pro page, huh? That's what's going on here. I see. I was never a fan of pro pages, to be completely honest. That's why my site I built custom. Um, however, however, what do I want to say? Um, BeatStars probably has the best pro page. If we're gonna be honest, I haven't really looked into SoundGine, their pro page. I haven't really looked into it, but I definitely would recommend building a custom website. But if you're gonna do a pro page, if you're not gonna go through, and build a custom WordPress website, then go and get a pro page with BeatStars. Then Track Train, mm-mm. Because you can't. What you? How are you gonna? How are you going to trap your traffic? That's why I say about the email opt-in. You have to be able to get people on a list. You have to be able to own your followers. Um, you have to be able to recommunicate with people who came to your site and may not have wanted to buy the first time. How do you follow up with them? It's all about follow up because remember, 99% of artists aren't going to buy the first time. Um, but yeah, hit me with some more questions. We got about 20 more minutes. Do you still help with custom web pages? I know you were before. Yep, I still do. I'm building one. I'm helping with the pro page right now. I'm building a pro page, a BeatStars pro page for a producer. One of my biggest issues, I was too focused on the people not buying instead of the people that were buying from me. I like that. That's real philosophy right there. Pay attention to the ones who are paying you. Though that makes sense. Don't worry about the ones who aren't. You still want to try to convert every day, though. You still want to try to convert a percentage of those who haven't spent with you or who haven't invested in have chosen to support or grab a track from you, whatever you want to call it. You still want to try to convert those people, though. How do you mentally prepare for selling beats? Like, how do you know a beat is going to sell? It's the same way you would mentally prepare for for selling anything, bro. To be honest, when you go, if you were at a job and you were going to work, where music is more fun because this is something that you own, that you created. It's not something that someone else's idea that you were just brought a part of, a small part of something big. You're a big part of something big or small, however you want to look at your music. But yeah. But to answer your question, I guess you could say I always like. That's why I try to keep myself sharp with my study, with new learning new things. Uh, Surrounding myself around people who are going in the same direction, who have positive energy and open-minded mentalities. That's what helps me get and stay in my mode of handling my business, expanding my brand. I may even listen to an audiobook or something like that that has to do with selling beats or selling, not selling beats, but selling period. Or not even that, just life. It could be something spiritual that I listen to get me into the mentality of that hustle mode. It's really that, just hustle mode energy. I don't know when the beat is gonna sell either. Sometimes I do. I feel like, oh, this is one of them ones. Someone's gonna want this. Sometimes I just know, like hell yeah. But then there are other times where I don't know. It could be a beat that I love, and I'm like, oh, you like that one? That beat? I did this track too. Um, do you know you're gonna have a certain goal of sales per month? Um, I think you should always have a sales goal or an amount of money that you want to make, because remember, it's not always going to come from sales of beat sales. So that's a music production business is beyond just selling beats. Let's just put that out there right now. A music production business has multiple streams of income to it, multiple sources of income, multiple different departments to it. If it's a true music production business, one is music licensing, one is music beat selling, and leasing, and there's another. Um, there's different forms. Let's just say that you have a marketing. So a producer who understands that knows that it's not about beat sales more than it is about how much income am I bringing in from these different assets and sources I have uh, that my business are making, that my business is bringing in for me. So look at it like that. I look at it like that. Okay, I want to make this much with my music production business this month. Whether that comes from beat sales, music licensing, um, artist development, whatever services and products that you have in your music production business, you should look at it like that because it's big. It's a grand scale. Should I keep adding hooks to my tracks or keep them instrumental? Keep adding hooks, man. I like that advice, Arcade. You definitely want to keep adding hooks because when you add hooks, it gives more value and it makes it easier for the artist. You'll get way more beat sales that way because the artist will feel like, oh shit, all I got to do is write a verse to it and jump on it. That's how some of the biggest artists became who they were because they had a lot of great production music. That's true music producing. Beat making and music production are two different things. They cross paths and they're intertwined, of course, but that's on the more of the music production end when you're actually putting the hooks, because then you're not only adding a third of the song and completing it for the artist. All they got to do is add they last half, but you're actually giving them a concept to run with too. You're giving them a vision. The vision is stronger than just the beat alone. Now they don't have to work that hard no more. You're actually just breaking the apples in the applesauce for them when you put the hook on that. I feel most artists can feel my desperation to try and sell them. Yeah, bro, you probably be spamming them. What's your approach? That's why if you follow up with email, if you do email marketing, it's not desperate because you're giving value and you're actually helping them. And if they choose to buy, they're gonna funk with you because you help them. Yeah, you can charge for hooks too. Yeah, most artists are lazy. That is true. They don't want to have to do that extra work. Writing the hook, coming up with a concept, that's extra work. If you could shave that, slice that time in half, you got the market, especially if your hooks are banging. And if your hook could make them a star. I got a track that my homegirl Dorshay laced the hook on for me. I sent it to her, and I'm still waiting to do a deal on it. It's hard. It's hard. I'm not even gonna lie. There's a couple of them that we've done, a few, but this one in particular I'm talking about is real hardcore, and I know I'm just waiting for the right offer because I've got some people talking to me about it, but I'm waiting for the right offer because I know it's one of them ones. I'm just hella green right now. I'm just killing that beast. Um, Plato, do you have a beat site yet, bro? Do you have a beat site, Plato? What do you feel about producers who charge low for their beats, like $10. I don't think that you should ever lease a beat for less than $30. Honestly, I mean, if you're running a sale, you might okay $20 or something like that, 25. But I don't think it should be lower than that. I think we should even charge more, especially if we're giving them a lot of different rights, and they're able to make streaming money on it. But I don't really agree with that. But I do understand that a producer's going to sell his beats for whatever he wants, and I can't do anything about that. But like say, hey, that's what it is. But for me, I would never do that, um, unless I was given a deal or something, a crazy deal, a package deal, and it came out to that after so many beats, it came out to $10 per beat, but not just straight up 10. There's other ways that you could charge $10 a beat. That's what I'm saying. Because it's all about perception of value. Most producers will say, okay, I'm gonna put this beat at $10, every beat at $10 because I know I feel that they'll sell faster because they're so cheap. No, why do that? You're lowering your value. And when you lower your value, it's hard for people like spending money on things that make them feel good, that make them feel of higher value, the things that they feel that were worth their hardworking dollar. Sometimes they'll spend money out of convenience just to be able to do something, but you don't want your beat to feel like it's disposable. So, um, I mean, there's different angles of the game though. You got to just ask yourself: do you want to be the dollar store or do you want to be Versace? Which one? So, but another way to sell your beat for $10, like I said, without shooting yourself in the foot or chopping your value in half, is by just saying, "Hey, this beat is usually $50, $50 per beat, but if you buy five of them for no, 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 if you buy two of them, you get three for free." So then that basically would kind of be that. Well, hold on, let me do the math. I may have did 20. You can say, okay, usually it's 25 per beat, but if you buy four, um, if you buy five, you get another five for free or something like that. And oh no, that's still not $10. That's a little bit more, but you get the drift. You can say, okay, hey, one beat is usually, you can say one beat is usually 25 to $30, and then run a deal. Um, there was another scenario I had in mind though that will work a lot better because that's where the coupon codes and that's where running your business really comes in. That's where you being creative with your business, just like you're creative with your beats, comes in. Um, you could run a 50% off sale, and if you're leasing a beat for $20, it'll end up at 10 if you're doing 50% off, or uh, run a one-time 60% off sale, something like that, and that works as well. Like there's different ways. That's why you gotta learn about sales funnels and stuff, because there's different things that you could do to really start making money, more money than you're making with selling beats online. Plato, why don't you have a beat site, bro? I need you to think about that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a snack real quick while you guys are vibing to the music. Stay with me. This is gonna be like a 15-second run to the pantry, and I'm about to be right back. So keep asking your questions. All right, I'm back. Okay. Two things I want to address. So I want to answer that question. Let's say I sell one exclusive a month for 400. Wouldn't that be the same? That person selling 40 beats at 10 per month, would it matter if both reach that goal of 400? Yeah, it would matter. The dude selling his beats, not leasing, because we got okay. Are you talking about selling beats or are we talking about leasing? I'm talking about leasing because I'll never sell a beat for $10. Hell no. I've heard producers leasing beats for $10. I've seen producers selling beats for $10, and I don't even pay them no mind, and I don't take them serious. Um, I would never charge. No, hell no. So what I want to say though is no, because the producer should only be leasing. If you're gonna go to $10, you better be leasing a beat for $10, and like I said, it should be sale type situation, a bundle of beats to where it comes out to $10 a beat. The beat is usually, like I said, 20, $25. You buy one or buy three, get two free, whatever. And they spend $50 or whatever. And you give them 5 beats, you end up at $10 a beat right there, but you're leasing it to them. Whereas you could keep leasing this beat for $10 in, or just keep doing this deal for $10, and that can easily go up to 500. I mean 800 to 1,200 to 1,600 to 2,000 a month. It could double, quadruple with leasing, and you still own the rights. Whereas where you sell it exclusively for 400, you can't license that beat no more. That beat is already you've let that artist use it exclusively. Now that beat has no more shelf life. You can't put it on the shelf for sale no more. Whereas with leasing, that's the advantage of leasing. A lot of producers don't understand that the benefit of leasing is that you keep your intellectual property, and it's like having and then they'd have to renew the lease too after a certain amount of years. So, okay, hey, buddy, you leased this beat from me 2 years ago. The lease was only good for 2 years, 5 years, whatever. Now you got to renew it in order to keep using it. It's like the difference between, um, it's the difference between, for the artist's sake, it's the difference between having a car, owning a car paid off, or renting it and making payments on it. Or producers, I should say, you get residual. It's kind of like residual income in a sense, depending on how you're seeing it. At least leasing a beat gives you more life because you can keep leasing that beat over and over and over again, which can then create residual income for you. Whereas if you keep having to make beats and selling them for 400 exclusively, you got to keep you're capping yourself because you can only make so many beats a month. You see what I'm saying? I sell one beat for 400, and he leases 40 beats at $10. That's not the same. It's not, because if you sell the beat, like I said, if you sell it for 400, you can't license it no more. You can't make no more money on that. He could always sell more than 40 beats. What if he goes up to 100 beats? That means he's making 1,000 a month at that point, or you're still only making that. You only made that 400 for that one beat, where that one beat had paid him 1,000, and it could keep paying him more. That's good. Give me one moment. I don't want to be rude. YouTube is now a social networking platform as well. You could say this. YouTube can cancel your shit. So let's say if he puts one video up and there's a copyright issue for whatever reason, or they just don't want him to have a channel no more, they can shut his shit down. He has to start all over again. Whereas if he had his own beat site and he was building a mailing list, he could get right back in contact with them contacts like it was nothing. That's the difference in just doing it on YouTube and having your own beat site and owning your shit. Do you understand that now? Yeah, see, 7 beats a day. And he had his shit shut down before. Yeah, see, that sucks. So he had to rebuild it all over again. Whereas if he had an email list and he even just got, let's say if he had 100,000 um, followers and they shut his shit down, even if he had 20% of that, 20,000 followers on his email list, he could have hit them up and got 20K back on YouTube that quick. Yeah, man, that's what sucks. That's why I say these social media platforms are good for marketing, getting more, giving your, they should be arms for your brand. They could never be your brand themselves. YouTube gives you a channel. You'll never own YouTube itself. Your own website, you'll always own. That's the, it's the difference between having an apartment somewhere or owning your own land. I have my own B site because I want to own my own land. I don't want ever want it to be a day where YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter ever says, "Yo, we not fucking with you no more. We're gonna close your shit down." For whatever reason, because they can. I can't afford to let them have that power over me. I have to be able to say, "Hey, okay, y'all shut my shit down. Yo, producers, artists, yo, here's where I'm at. Come to the site. Here's where I'm at now, mainly. I gotta be able to have that reach. I can't put that much trust in them platforms, especially if I'm spending money on ads. Hell no, I'm not gonna spend money just to get a follower that I'll never own. You want to own your own information, your own network. I know I'm fucking this up right now, but I got a little hungry. Rating did this track. This track is crazy. As an artist, uh, how convenient, right? What strategy you talking about? Okay, you need a pro beat site too. Arcade. I see that you're using a pro page, but you're not. You don't even have it linked to your .com name automatically. It forwards there, but that's very different than having to go to the arcade.com rather than the gsarcadeinfinity.airbit.com or gsarcade.com or whatever the original name you gave me, arcade-mcfly.com. Right now it's forwarding to the GS Arcade, right? You need to have it to where when they go to the McFly one, it goes directly to this beat site or your own custom one. You should have your own custom one. Yeah, you gotta master it for real. Because right now, it's not as professional when you do it that way. But you need a better pro page too, bro. I'm telling you that right now. I do like the fact that you have a site up though. Oh, okay. You got a blog for your bot for your blog too. Um, BeatStars is dope. Like I said, I like their pro page, but it's still very limited in what you could do with it. It's very basic, and then yours starts to look like every other producer's too, because there's only so much you could do with it. I just don't like the lack of customability with the BeatStars pro page. Um, but I guess it's a good tool for starting out. If you can only pay $20 a month, um, that's a good start. But if you have a budget to where you're like, okay, I got something to put behind my music production brand, um, a few $100s could get you started on a professional beat site. But yeah, if you build it with WordPress, WordPress is better for blogs. That's what WordPress is built for. It's built on a blog system, which is good for keywords. Now I know BeatStars has a blog to it, but I'm not sure how it works with the search engines. I know that with WordPress, the search engine optimization using WordPress, it's a win-win situation. I promise you that. So talk to me if you need a custom beat site built. Let me know. Well, you do. I'm telling you now. But let me know. I can work out a deal for you because I see that um, all you would probably. I mean, you got the logo. All you would need is just a new layout and setup. Plato, talk to me too. Um, you said you keep making excuses. You're ready now. You didn't want to put your name brand out there and not be official. Um, well, let's make it official, bro. Let's make it official because that's the only thing that's going to make you official. You're responsible for your own actualization, right? No one's ever going to be responsible for putting your brand out there and making you official like you are. There's other people that can help you get to that step, and that can have a hand in it. But you're the one who has to take those steps yourself first. So, with that being said, let's make a deal happen. I'm doing specials this week actually on beat sites. So pro pages are very simple, so they're not that much. If you just need a starter, if you're with BeatStars already and you're like, hey Brahma, I just want you to build me a pro page. It don't got to be that much. I just want to start out. Okay, cool. But if you want to advance to your own WordPress site where you get your own server, um, and you have your own custom website where you could run your own shit like your own boss, and it's limitless. It's customizable beyond any of these pro pages out there right now. That's why I love it, because if I want to build a membership, I can just do it. I know with BeatStars they got that option now, which is dope. SoundGiant did too, they do, but I didn't like how theirs worked. I had some issues with mine. So yeah, so that's what it's really about, man. It's just having your own professional brand up the best way you can. So let me know what kind of budget you fellas are working with Plato Arcade, and we can go from there. Set this up, and you can hit me with a private message or whatever. Email me. It's all good. Just let me know. I just got this alert. I use Ring, and the camera, the door camera. So there's like neighbors that post shit about stuff that happens sometimes. Yeah, there's be some weird shit happening around here sometimes, man. I did this beat too. Um, okay, Arcade. Are you on my email list or did you get the notification from YouTube? I did this track right here too. YouTube, are you on my email list at all? Or did you find me through YouTube? Because that's a way that um you could be in direct contact with me too. Okay, so let's see. Do you have a Facebook, bro? Send me a way I can find you on Facebook, and I'll hit you up with a message so we could get your custom beat site started, or even just have a conversation about it. Because honestly, you may just need your pro page set up, so I can help you with that. Just let me know. And Plato, I know I have your email, so I can email you and we can chop it up about it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Plato, send me an email right now since you're on the computer, cuz send me an email and just put beat site in the subject and say, yo, what's up with the beat site? And I'll respond to that. So you take the first step, I'll take the next step, and then we can make it happen. Let's do that. And Arcade, if you because I don't want to just be giving my email out on the. Okay, I actually okay, yeah. Send me an email here. Arcade, and I'll respond back to you. Because that's my thing. If producers really want the sites done, hit me up about it. I don't want to I don't want to have to feel like I'm chasing you. Because if you really want it done, you'll hit me up and be like, yo, what's popping? Do any of you guys use Telegram? I just started using Telegram, and I wanna make that part of a coaching program that I want to do for music producers. I'm just figuring out what the best way to go about it is. You'd rather pay for a beat course? I got a beat course, bro, and it's actually on sale right now. Um, but what I want to do is I want to put all my beat courses in one big database. That's the plan. And with the new studio situation, that's definitely gonna be happening. Y'all gonna be in the lab with me. I'm gonna be teaching y'all stuff on video. Um, okay, so that's what it is then, man. Let me know. 7 elements of beat making if you want the course. Okay, and you're switching to BeatStars too, right? I actually I actually built BeatStars sites. Like I said, it's very simple. It doesn't take. I mean, you could build it yourself, of course, if you wanted to, but I could definitely help with that. But I'm gonna send you the link to this beat making course. This is a very classic, legendary beat making course that I did called 7 Elements of Beat Making, and producers still ask about it to this day. And I did it a few years ago, but the information is timeless because I believe teaching from a timeless space of music creation. Um, I even teach producers how to produce music for television, film, and those courses are all going to go into the same platform with the new addition to these courses because I'm going to be teaching extensions of everything I've done. So that's the link right there. Yeah, see, Play-Doh, that's what I'm saying. So that one, yo, with this program, it's gonna be like low entry, bro. Low entry is gonna be something that you don't even see as a fee or anything because it's really just to support. I want to deal with music producers who support the vision, who support themselves, who believe in investing in themselves, and who appreciate the content that I put out and look at me as a music mentor and see that I can help them bring their dreams to life, through their music or through their music production career. So you'll have access to that program in that vault too. Oh, okay. More of a beat selling than beat making. I'll have some courses on beat selling. I got a book called 100 Principles of Beat Selling, which would behoove you to have a copy of. And I thought it was in the courses category. It is. So I'm gonna send you a link to that one. Actually, it's not here. Where is this one located? I'm going to send you a link to that one. It's a book. It's an ebook, so you'll be able to download it right now. And it's 100 Principles of Beat Selling. Um, and it basically teaches you how to bring in more income as a music producer. Okay, give me 1 second because I'm trying to get to the link so I can send it to you. It's on sale too. But in this book, you'll learn different methods you could use and even more strategies for social media marketing, um, following up, and just expanding your brand, your mind, and your sound. But really, your mind and your brand. A picture of me and Devin, the dude on it. I wonder if it was because my SoundCloud has that picture. That was from 2006, bro. That's how long I've been. Now I've been networking way before then, but that was like 2006, 2007, maybe. Crazy. Um, but yeah, that was probably either. It could have been from my television music program. Um, I sent you the link right there for the 100 Principles of Beat Selling. It's on sale right now too, actually. Um, yeah, for more than I can't even believe it's this much off. It's usually $28. It's only $11.20 right now. You better go grab that before I change my mind because that shouldn't even be there. But here's a little. I'm gonna give you a page for free so you can see how it looks. Click on that link and it'll bring you to the page. You can download that for free. It says license your music to content creators and allow them to use your beats in their media productions. Offer a one-time fee or monthly subscription payment options to your clients. I heard something. I was just trying to see what that was. It was a car or some gunshots or something. No bueno. It must have been like a car. But there you go. That's the link. And so I've been here 20 minutes over the time I said I was going to end it. And I got your email, Play-Doh. Um, so I'm going to respond back right now. So we can have a discussion and go on from there. I do plan to do more live streams. I want to do, like I said, a private group to where I even do private live streams in the studio, and only the people in that group get that link. So it's definitely going to be stuff like that, um, situations like that. I will go live publicly too. every once in a while, like I'm doing now. Just wanted to see who was up, who had questions. I believe producers who are really putting their heart into their craft, in their mind, in their brand, then they're definitely going to be the ones that are going to be up right now. And so I was like, okay, let me see who's up because I know my real riders is up right now. Let's see. I'm trying to see how I can do this on my phone next time because I'll be in the lab and the studio computer is weird as far as like the Wi-Fi, not a good connection. So bear with me here. I'm sorry. Oh shit, that wasn't supposed to. Oh shit. Okay. So there it goes. Okay, I know where to get the link now. I wasn't supposed to go live on that last one. Because it's a test. Now you tripping, didn't want to let me end it. Okay. So anyway, y'all, I'm about to be off of this live stream now. I just wanted to, like I said, vibe with you, see what's up, get in contact with my riders, see what everybody's on. So on that note, I'll be peacing out and I'll be hitting y'all up in the next email. Look forward to it. Peace, love, and beats. Already, man. Peace, love, and beats, man, and keep it G code. Later, late.